We're gonna get it, man. All right, maybe this way. All right, is that shanked up good enough? Kind of. Doggies. There we go. Kind of see the painting. We'll do this. All right. All right, all right. We're going to do this. Maybe a little bit further back. All right. There we are. If anybody's watching, we'll see here. Let's get this rocking and rolling. Oil painting. Well, maybe we go like this. All right. Now we will try. See if we can get this going. Here's the painting we're doing. We're going to do a nighttime sky one. All right, we're going to do this a little different this way. Oil painting, so here we are. I need the white. We need another brush. This one will do. If you're just tuning in, hello. If you watch this as a rerun, hello. Hope life's going good. You know, all is well. Oh, yeah, man, look at that. I'm trying to think of something if I can. Nobody. I don't expect too many on here at this time. Unfortunately, I didn't really plan ahead or advertise it, so hello to myself. Been a good day. Winding down here, get this done. Would like to get a song done, but God dang it, you know. All right, I placed the stars in, and what I'm going to do is grab some more white, some sort of white, I don't know what it is, and just kind of get around the edges, because then I'm going to have to get some blue in here. What kind of blue, you ask? Sky blue. No, I don't know. Night blue. Dark blue. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Maybe they will leave that like that. So that's where we're at. Wherever you're tuning in from, hello. I am John Munson, and we are painting here with oil paint on canvas. A canvas made by. Yeah, man, look at that. Look at that. What do I got on the back? Looks like a god, man. All right, that's that. Now we need some blue, like we talked about. So we're gonna scrap up the blue, see what we got. Take a look. Prussian blue. is. It is. It works. All right, we are going to do the Prussian blues. Boom, boom, kind of snip it around there, snip it around there. Got a little street here, kind of like a little path that we're going to do. So, I hope you guys are all just excited about this adventure. Where this is going to take you, you guys are going to be like, whoa, man, doggies. I mean, that was some of the best stuff I've seen in a long time. High quality conversations, high quality entertainment. Um, you got to kind of respect Bob Ross, man, for having to do all those paintings and always be like talking. Because as I always say, I usually listen to music, just kind of do that. But it is fun, as I'll reiterate, as I always, regurgitate the same thing. It is nice to have records because I don't keep records. I'm a broken record, but I don't keep records. I'm a broken record, no records kept here, man. Deleted, lost, filed away. But I don't know. So this is a good way because, as I say, unless YouTube goes down, which eventually I'm sure, but hopefully in my lifetime, kids' lifetime, whatever, YouTube stays up because first off, it's where I listen to my music. I don't have on other formats. It's just boom. That's what YouTube. I just so it's nice to just have a record because I'll never delete the account because I have songs on there of my music where I listen to them. So to be like shoot, and then if I put photos up here, little videos, next thing you know, I got a little archive of like God willing, I keep living, and then I can look back like, oh man, I remember that, or oh cool. So all right. We got a little blue there, done there, looking good. We're really gonna, we're gonna, toothpaste tube green. When you're out of, the toothpaste, you're just squeezing that thing out. All right. Decision time. We do need some brown, man. This would be nice right here. We're gonna shoot this right up here, just so we know where that tree is. It's a tree, man. A dead tree. No, hopefully it's not a dead tree. If it's a dead tree, problem is it might have to pay that dead tree fee, which is costly. All right, that one there. We want to go there. Let's put some brown on the palette, man. Well, we got brown. Now we need popping out some orange. Orange. I might be wrong here. I don't think there's a rhyming word for orange. 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 If any of you know otherwise, leave it in the comments. I'm laughing because I don't think anybody's doing it, which is all right because, again, it's a record for me. Get the videotape, kind of watch myself paint, talk to myself, which, man, that's one thing it's nice to do. Carrying those conversations, sometimes just talking things out, verbalizing things helps. So it's like, oh, man, just talking that out, wow. Me painting to myself, talking to myself was like, man, next thing you know, things are all right now. But I guess we're gonna try some red here. I think that's it looks too rich. I need like some pop right. No, maybe this one. Anyway, just leave in the comments how your day is going so I can take a look. Everybody's gotta slow down, man. You guys, I mean, there's a lot of too many. Looks like everybody's doing well. Sorry about this. Red. There we go. Red. But orange, man. I can't think of anything that reminds me of orange. Oh, that's looking nice. I mean, for do we have sap green, evergreen green? Any sort of green, man. Yeah, I know we do. Oh, this is kind of coming up right here. So we're gonna go bam, all the way up like that. That's gonna be that one. And we got this guy right here. Bam. He's just a little one. Maybe he got chopped down or cut. A lot of things could have happened with him. Maybe a big storm came, cut it, knocked most of it down. Maybe it was a little storm. Maybe somebody just sawed off the top of the tree. We don't know. That looks good, man. All right, little green right in there. And the background right in there, like pop, something's popping, something's happening. Got that for that. It was hot here today, man. I don't know if anybody's watching. If they are, where you're from, maybe you're local, which is fine. Man, it's it just spiked up real quick. No gradual. I mean, 90s to me is hot. And I'll go and ramble on about my dilemma. My problem is I work, if it's people who know me, they already know the situation. But man, I work frozen department, so when I go to work, I bundle up. I wear, like leggings, and I put on pants, shirts, 2 3 shirts, and then like something like this, long sleeve. And then as soon as you step outside, I gotta do something outside. They're like, and people are looking at you like, man, that dude really overdressed. What's wrong with him? So that's the tough part. But when you're in the freezer or you're, in and out of the freezer doors all day, man, you don't want to be sitting there going to work cold and being like, man, I just want to go home cold. All right, big decision. What color do we want to make the path? I was leaning toward red. What can I read something? Doggies. I was hoping I could see something because I was like, man, like tell me what color. I was aiming for red. Red would be nice. We are going to go with Naples yellow for the outside here, and white for the houses, and maybe some dim or light blue or something. But um, I'm gonna make a little something right in there. Yeah, again, just a fine day today. Trying to think anything big coming up, anything amazing coming up for people. Swimming pool. Swimming pool. That's a big one, man. We're getting a new swimming pool here, and they do have diving boards. This summer, I'm going to show gut busters, man. A lot of people don't know what a gut buster is. So, like coming here, kids and I would go to the pool all the time. That was just, man. I mean, it was fun because the kids kind of taught themselves how to swim. We would just kind of slowly go a little deeper, start in the kiddie pool, and then a little deeper, a little deeper, a little deeper, a little deeper, a little deeper. And they go, oh, all right, I mean, you'll figure it out. And sure enough, and then I was like, dang, like, man, okay, swimming better than I was. I do. I mean, I'm not a great swimmer. I love going to the pool. I'm more of a let's go off the diving board, jump in and out. Those things, having fun like that. So the Naples yellow we got in there, that's going to set well. This color balance should be all right. A-okay. What are we missing? What are we missing? What are we missing? Missing a lot of oil paint, man. It's all right. 500. I'm going to repeat. 500 is my goal, man. 500 subscriptions. If I can get over, like, man, that was always kind of my set out. So you guys probably aware of it. I mean, so if you got friends, relatives, neighbors, shoot, people like, man, do that networking. It means a lot to me. Um, all right, well, oh, looks like we got some questions on there. There aren't any, but I'm gonna make one up. Where do you get your paint from? It's a good question. Usually order it on Amazon. I would always order it on Amazon. Usually, sometimes Jerry's Artorama or something in the Blick one. There was another one that just went, it went out of business. But I try to, because again, I go through it so much. I try to get quality paint, but also where I have, because otherwise it would just go so quick. Let's get in here. Let's get rocking and rolling. We got this blue. Let's get moving. Um, Man, there's something. Yeah, so that's where I get it. The problem I was always having last year, and it's my own fault. I'd be like, oh man, after this one, I probably won't be painting, or I'll be good after this supplies. And then sure enough, I'm like, dang, I need some. Oh man, I'm running real low, and I want to paint. So then, of course, I would do the rush delivery, and you know, um, I'm not a Prime member. I don't like paying for that stuff. And then it was like, it would show they're like, you've paid X, and you, man, I don't want to see how much I paid for shipping. I know I paid a lot for shipping. Don't show me because, it was a lot of paint, a lot of painting, um, a lot of joy, a lot of fun, a lot of work, a lot of network. I mean, it was a great way to meet a lot of different people, just like this thing is. I mean, it's great to reach out to different people. As I always say, there's the dogs just barking like, ah, who's gonna take me out? No, they probably see somebody I don't know. Um, yeah, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder where you went, where you are. Oh, we can go there. Somebody just reminded me about the fact that I truly, the fact that I don't think that a fact, a lot of facts. Sorry, guys, I know nobody's watching, so I can have fun ramble. It's not like I have to take it too serious, do I? People are saying, "Nah, man, that's good, good. Thank you all." Yeah, man. I really, 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 and again, I don't think the Earth moves. I don't care what people tell me. You know, um, the little bit I did try to look into it, like really dig into it, from what I saw, and again, I'm no, so it's hard to say because these people, but from what I saw, people checked and they were like, because there were some people obviously who don't think it moves, and they're like, you can prove it either way if you really want to. I mean, you can make it look like it moves or it doesn't move. As far as all of that, I just, again, everything points to me because again, I put so much stock in God's word, and there's so many passages in the Bible that talk about um, the sun moving. I think Psalm 19, the sun comes out, runs its course, all this stuff. I think it's Joshua where he stopped the sun in the sky. I said, and why would they say, hey, God stopped the earth? Why is it called a sunrise? Why not the earth rise? Hey, the earth is rising. No, the sunrise, man. The sun comes, the moon moves, and it seems right with creation. The only reason I think a lot of people don't like it because then it's like, well, then you'd have to actually admit that Earth was created first. Then you'd have to be like, doggies, man, Earth was created first because that's how it went in Genesis. And then it's like, and they've done studies. The other one is, I think, like called the axis of evil. Again, don't quote me on this, but if anybody really wants to look into it, check it out. Because again, maybe I was misled. I tried to do the research, but it was called like the axis of evil and something like that. And they called it that because every time they did this, they've only done it like two, three, four times. This test to show what's at the center of the universe, it would come back showing Earth, and they wanted the sun, and they were like, man, that's why it was the axis of evil because it was like it wasn't the right place for them, so it was the axis of evil instead of being like guys, maybe we are wrong. Also in the Bible, when I forget, one of the prophets or something was testing, some pagan culture or some town or whatever country, and he moved the sun backward on the sundial, and that's what he said. The sun moved backward, and again, for the earth to just all of a sudden move backward and all the water. I mean, God could still do it, so I'm not saying he couldn't, but to me, it just seems God. I mean, it just there's so much in the Bible that I get that the sun is what moves, and God. When people, I mean, God talked about the earth being a sphere, a ball in the Bible, before people even knew it. I mean, again, the facts are in there. And how many times have humans changed their opinions or thoughts? Like, oh, we found out. And God can't get it wrong. So that's where I guess I always just side with what the Bible says and kind of look at that and be like, man, that's how I'm going to take it. He put the sun and the moon up there for seasons to move around so we know, oh, guess what? It's this time, it's this time. All right, this is coming along good. That sky looks amazing. All you just tuning in to this stellar performance, this just, I mean, magnificent piece of artwork. Not really, but I mean, it's good. It's good. It's coming along good. I just feel like I do a night sky one. We'll go like that. Maybe a little swirl right in there, just a boom, 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 make it look like what, man? There's stuff really going on in there. Crazy. That's going to be there. Now we come down here and we talk. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about, we need some white, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, I here, man. We got some gray. That kind of comes in handy. Looking good. Well, what else? We got more questions. More questions. Two. Two kids. Two dogs, too. Yep, yep. And a bird. And a bird. And a bird. And a bird. And a wife. And a wife. What else? Well, trying to wear this, man. I was trying to do this in 30 minutes. I don't know what we're sitting at for time. 23. Come on, man. 23 minutes, and this is as far as we've gotten. It's all these questions, man. People are just wanting to paint, man. No. There we are. There we are. There we are. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna put a little bit right there, right there. Maybe a little bit right there. Put that in right there. We're gonna put some white right here. Try to wipe that off. Well, we're coming down to what a lot of people would like to call the end. Oh man, I need to scoot back. You guys can't even see it. All you viewers out there, no wonder nobody's. So we're working here. We're working. No wonder nobody's checking it out. They're like, dude, we couldn't even see the painting. Your thing's rigged up poorly. It's not that bad. I mean, work with what you got, man. I'm trying. Uh, Obviously, I have had bigger aspirations, goals, dreams. I mean, it's whatever happens. And now I'm satisfied with this. Still would like those 500 though, or 500 plus. Man, that was a lot of work, but I mean, it's growing. Do this. We put a little white in here. It's getting a little sloppy in here, but I guess I'm just heartbroken. Nobody's even, man. Not really, but that was kind of my own fault. I was like, oh, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do one. Then I was like, ah, man, maybe I should like. And I was like, nah, you don't want to commit if you know you're not gonna, and then you have to bail out. And then everybody's like, dude, you bailed on us. We were sitting there, we had our popcorn, we were ready to watch you paint, and there was nothing. You know, I'm like, man, I'm sorry. So if you don't do it, people watch the rerun if they want. Um, you know, kind of like the same thing. Except I was ready for questions this time, man. Doggies, man. All the other times, the other two, I couldn't take any questions. I couldn't really see it. This time I was like, ooh, I'll be able to like, ooh, what do you? Oh well. What do you do, man? Oh yeah. Hey, how you looking? Good. Coming in here. This is that Naples yellow mixed with a little bit of blue, giving us a nice effect. Might be hard to describe. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. Don't like I said, especially I don't watch, but the kids were when they were younger would watch and stuff. And one of the new ones I haven't seen it, but I caught a glimpse of. Oh, dang, I don't even know the name, but like Luke Skywalker was obviously older, and he was somewhere, and I think it was Han Solo's son was in this thing, and then he started putting all it on him, He's like, yeah. And then, sure enough, the smoke clears and Luke's still there because he was like hologramming himself in there. But they missed their mark when they did that. Soon as the smoke cleared, they should have came up with bum 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 ba da da da. So, because when I saw that part, I was like, where's that music? So I was like, hold on, put it on YouTube, got the start of that, and then I was like, hit mute, and I was like, oh man, and it was. I'm just surprised they missed that mark because that was a big moment, and that they wouldn't be like they had some lame music. It was like, really, come on, but you can check it out for yourself if you kind of know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I'm not a huge, especially now. I mean, I just don't watch a lot of movies. I mean, I've talked about that before. I'm not a huge. Greyfriars Bobby is really good about a dog with Pollyanna. Man, Pollyanna. The Disney one, I think it was like 1964 or something. It was just good because I like how they just made her so cheerful and optimistic, and then at the end, it was just so powerful. Um, so, again, quality stuff. And of course, the Andy Griffith Show, we talk about that every time. Man, the old Andy Griffith Show. Oh, yeah. All right, well, we are getting some highlights in here. This is just like, where are we at, man? Right there. All right, what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do here? I think we're gonna go bright. We're gonna go bright. So what I'm thinking, take a little bit of yellow, boom, boom, bam, bam. Just try to get that up in there. Like, oh man, why is it so? Oh yeah, just gives us a whole nother effect, man. What's got going on there? Uh, oh, my favorite song. There we go. Favorite song. Oh, man, I got a lot of them. People know that I got a lot of them, but there's. I don't know, man. I really like Some Days. Obviously, I love Peaceful Valley. Um, I like Two Roads Split. I love an engine. Man, I love an engine. Engine. Oh, engine number 9. Man, I just, oh, that's dope. Jesse Breams, man. I know you're not watching unless. Thank you for giving me this idea. Jesse Breams, man. Love it, just got to know him one day. He was like, "Hey, man, you ever thought of like doing like a video painting or live?" And I was like, "No, I really never even thought about that." He's like, "Yeah, man, something to kind of think about." So I appreciate that, man. Thank you for giving me the idea, or encouraging me. Just kind of like, man, hey. So, and I was like, it's fun to do. I mean, it is a lot different, but you just get to paint without music and talk to yourself, man. Doggies, man, I was ready this time for comments. You win some, lose some, right? When you're ready, hey, always be prepared, man. Should have been prepared the other times. I didn't know how it really worked, you know? I'm new to all this. You kind of live and learn, you kind of figure it out, do something. Oh, okay. Um, Still would like to do more with like actual videos, quality. I mean, I got a lot. It's just time, money. But like I said, this is good enough. Um, the gut buster though, and if does anybody know what the gut buster is in the swimming pool? Looks like I'm getting a bunch of question marks. Question marks. No, what is it? I have no idea. Never heard of it. No, it's not that. No, no. All right. Well, I don't really want to ruin it, man. It's gonna. The suspense won't be there, and people will be like, oh, "I think you already told us what it was," versus us seeing it and be like, "All right, back to the tree, man. Back to the tree in the path. Here we go with the big tree. Boom, boom. What do you guys want to think? Is it an oak tree, sycamore tree? Give me some more trees, man. Drawing blanks, man. Nobody can help me out either. That's my own fault. That's all right. That's all right. Man, this would have been really exciting if, like, but hey, maybe next time if I ever do it again, you know. Problem is, maybe I'll do one more before I kind of buckle down from this. Take a break, like I said, from music, painting again for a while, and just kind of let this sit. Did what I had to do for a while. Get back to reading, hanging out with the kids, family, all that good jazz. The dogs, cleaning, yard work, man. Uh, all right, well, we got that. This is looking good. I wish you guys. I wish down the road things happen. I get a nice rig, nice setup eventually, where it's like, oh wow, we can like see like split screen or something, like him talking and him painting. It's always okay to dream, right? I always dream big. I always say I would rather maybe I don't know fail trying and be like, man, I tried, than be like, man, I could have, blah blah blah, and be like, could have, but again, if you could have, why didn't you? I'd rather be like, man, I didn't because hey, I couldn't. Simple as that. And it's like, oh, okay, cool, cool. So, um, and I'll reiterate, man, you ever know anybody who's looking for paintings? I do know a guy who has paintings. So then let me know. But well, this has been a very enlightening and thoughtful, just amazing thing here. I mean, this you guys, you could not ask for a better audience. First off, so thank you guys for like just playing along, making it kind of joyful. Boom, we got a little tree here. Maybe it comes up there. Boom, man. Put a little pine on it. Yeah, that kind of gives us the idea. You guys should see that, right? Yeah, it looks like thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, I can. Looks amazing. Wow, that's awesome. All right. What do we got in here? We're gonna have to just go boom like that, straighten that out, bring that down here. A little dark in here. We want that because something going on here. Oh, that's that little tree right there that we don't know what happened to it. Why it's so little. Did it get cut down? Did it get chopped down? Did it blow down in the storm? Um, was it neglected? I hope it wasn't neglected, man. Nothing worse than a neglected tree. No, there is. I mean, obviously a lot of things worse, but all right. All right, what we need is a little Naples yellow here on the brush. Here we're gonna get a little Naples yellow. We're just gonna pull, just to kind of gives that effect where the path, where we want it to go, how we want it to go, when we want it to go. Oh man, yeah, it's like boom, boom, man. Okay. Well, tomorrow is what day? Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, Wednesday. What goes on Wednesdays? Wednesdays. Um, all right. That I kind of like that little white effect there. We're like that. Come back. Bam. All right. A little bit more here. So yes, as we will, that white will just. And like I said, that tree is just one of those where it's like it's got a story to tell. Why is it so small? What happened to it? We'll grab a little brush, kind of just brush up a few things, make it look all right, or try to make it look all right, um, and hope for the best. Yeah, hope for the best. Pray for heaven. Um, whoa, 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 whoa! There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh man, my other thing I was thinking about was what I think about quite often is what our what our planet looked like before the flood, because obviously that flood did a number. I mean, obviously it's, but just what right there. What the land looked like. I mean, trees, vegetation. I think things were bigger. I mean, obviously there was a reason that humans were living longer prior to the flood. You know that I don't think there was any rain, and and I've seen different things, and I do probably kind of maybe agree with the thing where like there was almost like a dome, kind of like a water thing over the earth protecting it, and it just you had the mist from beneath, and then obviously when everything fell, all of that fell, rain fell, clouds. I mean, then the rainbow came out, so obviously you didn't have the rainbow before the flood because otherwise they'd be like, man, hey, the rainbow's been there. We put in the sky to be like, hey, I will never flood the whole world again. So and he has not lied because one thing, I mean, as most of us know, there's a lot of water in the world. I mean, there's a lot of water. That is no joke. Where I think they said if you flatten out the whole world, it'd be like a mile deep or something, water. So, if anybody knows that, man, where all that water goes, shoot, look around, right? Just a lot, but yeah, I just, them getting off the ark and just seeing everything, and obviously populations grew, people went, and how we have different languages. That's the other thing. People are like, man, why do we have different languages? Well, Tower of Babel in Babylon, God split them up, split up the people, split up the languages. There you go. Okay. All right, we got a little brush here. I think it's going to work. Black, man. We're going to do a little outlining. It's been an adventure, man. This has just been fun doing this painting. The questions you guys have come up with tonight have been amazing. Like I said, I just can't thank you guys enough for participating, making this just exciting. Look at that. We got that there. And of course, we go boom, boom like that. We're just trying to create a little effects for houses right here. So what we're doing, I mean, they're simple houses because, again, I do like simplicity. I mean, I'm not a grand um, opera person, or just needs things grand. And I don't know. I think that a lot of that changed kind of when you come to faith. You just realize like the importance of things, and you're like, man, what's important? People. Man, people hold a lot of value, and that's why I'm like, people's souls, their eternal souls, that matters. That's a lot of value. As far as possessions, they come and go. If God blesses people with things, great. I don't think there's anything wrong, but it's just that level of when it becomes like, this is my life, this is what I'm aiming for, instead of like, Jesus said, hey, aim for the kingdom of heaven, and God will add all these things on to you, things you need. As long as we have our daily needs, which I mean, we're very fortunate. So here we go. We got that tree. Like I said, we got this little tree here that something happened to it. We don't know the story. The story hasn't been told. Um, why it turned out so little. If a storm came through, knocked it down. And the unfortunate thing, I will, you know, people can probably tell if they ever do watch this, like, man, that dude was just really, really hurt. I was all set up for comments this time. Maybe in the other ones I didn't get any comments. I don't know, but like I was like, man, I'm not gonna let them down this time. If people want to type things in, I'm gonna be able to read it and be like, okay. But near nothing. Maybe something's going on tonight, man. Maybe there's a big game. Maybe there's a big event. Maybe there's a big concert. Maybe no. Maybe Elvis is alive and he's performing. Oh man, good old Elvis. You know. Um, oh boy, there we go. There we go. That tree looks sharp, man. It's like saying, hey, I'm here. I think that's what the tree's saying to me. Like, man, I'm here. That's like that. All right. Looks like we got another comment there. I don't know how big this is. Um, that's why I'm, kind of doing it a different way today. Oh, that looks pretty, man. Awesome. I like those colors. I like that house. I like that green in the middle. Really brings me in. All right, let's really wrap this up here because I got things to do. Like first off, probably gotta take my dog out. Second off, I gotta get to bed a little bit. I gotta get up and work tomorrow, man. And that's one thing I like about our job, man, at Hy-Vee. You really don't want to go in tired or like just because, man, it's a job where you're moving, you're doing stuff, and if you're like, oh, you got to be ready. I mean, that was another blessing for me from God was working at Hy-Vee. I love Hy-Vee. You guys already know that. I talk about it a lot, but like the fact that when I started there, man, I could barely even like. I would do something like, oh man, so it really kind of. I mean, that was one of those things that also kind of just helped me kind of get back into better health because I was like, man, what am I doing? Like, I can't even, run and get carbs or do this because I just wasn't doing anything physical anymore usually. But so that's good. That's good on that end because it's nice to have that physical education. I'm not big at all on competitive sports. I love playing for the fun of it. I mean, I think that's where the benefit is just playing for the fun of it. Who cares if you win or lose? Obviously, a lot of people are going to see eye to eye with me on that. They'd be like, dude, what do you mean? It's a big deal if you win or lose. Like, that's what it's all about. I mean, it's like, dude, we got some exercise. Cool. Um, First off, nobody's going to remember. I mean, that's what really, it's just kind of a temporary thing. And um, get some exercise. Like, cool, man. That's all I really wanted to do. But yeah. So that's that. That's that. We got the yellow hair again, putting on the top. Really brought the highlights out of that. Let's put that right there. What else we got here, man? We got a few more things. And then I think, we might be like on that old, yeah. Oh, the old, I'm a farmer, man. I'm a farmer. That's another one. I do like Cyrus White. Oh, 53 lemons loose. 53 lemons loose. Pennies I painted so long ago. I am not plant. But I'm man. So, yeah, they're fun. I mean, they keep me entertained, kind of energized. They have that, energy that I like in the summer. Keep me on guard with a lot of the messages. Makes me think about stuff like, man, how am I truly living? How am I doing, man? What am I doing? Who am I? What am I doing? I know who I am. What am I doing, though? How am I treating people? All right. I like that one right there, that star. Boom. Coming down here. Boom. There we go. There we go. That was just really, that maybe that's the right one. What do we do here? We got a little bit of blue. I want to use right there. Cautious. Well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I mean, I'm going to put the birds in, sign it, and be done. We need a smaller brush, man. We need a smaller brush, man. Do it. Where is it? There we go. Hey, thank you. One little birdie flying south. Another little birdie going west. And boom, right there. All right. Looks good. Let's give it a sign. First, let's that. All right. All right. What do we want to sign it in red? We has different colors: black, red, green. Talked about that. J O U H N N. And your last name we will all pronounce. I'm gonna have to split it up, man. M-U-N-S-O. And right there. Okay, that one kind of hides. Maybe one of those eventually I might. I know I signed this somewhere. Where is it? I think this wraps it up. Let's put the dog in real quick. It's amazing, man. Oh, man. I need red, a little bit of red for the leash, and we'll show it to you. Talk it over. Um, any questions, concerns, comments, ideas? Why don't you paint more money, man? I got a lot of, I need to start like a GoFundMe page or something on here where it's like that. Man, that's why I need more subscribers. If I get things, I can, even if it's a little bit of money, like, man, that's my artistic money. The well runs dry, but that's okay. The high V, that's permanent. That hopefully, yeah, but that's all right. Oh, doggies, 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 man. That's a sharp piece of wood. Let's take a look at the finished product. Let's talk about it. Let's critique it. Let's enjoy it. Here we are. Another fabulously titled painting of Untitled by me, John Munson. Here you are. Appreciate the audience. I mean, the questions, the inspiration, the fun. I mean, so thanks for taking part in this. Till next time, adios. And we will see. I had it shanked up, man. Woo woo. They're like, where we go? Had it shanked up on that thing. Oh, there's the painting. All right. Well, until yeah. Bye.